Here.
This meeting is being recorded.
Hello. Okay, how are you guys doing from yesterday? Want to do a quick check-in and while we're waiting for Delmain? Do you want to go first, Lane? Or any ideas, thoughts, comments, anything? So yesterday we talked about, just a review, we talked about how we did the meditation of the objects coming and moving easily and effortlessly, right?
Mom, can
And we
you
had
do this?
and we had a great conversation around fears and Delmain's topic that she brought up. And I don't want to put you on the spot. If you need, like, don't like you're like, oh, it's okay.
I don't know.
Just
I don't really
opening
have
the
much to
floor.
say,
Just
yeah.
that's okay. And yeah, hi Delmain, welcome.
I made it. I might have
We're
to run
just
upstairs. My mom's on her own today, so and I think she'll be fine. She's got her home care worker there just getting her ready for the day.
nice. Okay.
Yeah.
No worries. I was just checking in with everyone here. Micah, anything?
Well, I had a call with a friend that's from here. She and another lady from California did they have like a Reiki podcast and stuff, but they were doing just a free offering. And so the meditation yesterday, that was interesting because she was wanting to bring in Metatron's Cube and the Lemurian Star, which I've not heard of before, so I still have to look that up. But it was interesting because when she was talking, the same images came up that came up in the meditation yesterday, which for me started with a triangle and then moved into a tetrahedron, and then it morphed into Metatron's cube in their meditation. So I was like, oh, well, that was kind of funny that the same imagery came up in the two separate meditations.
So there's something in that.
Yeah, I was like, okay, guess we're busting out Metatron's cube again and looking up what the Lemurian star is, because supposedly it relates to also the Star of Bethlehem.
Oh.
And I think I don't know where my notebook's at for that. It condenses down to like the number 3 or 9 or 6. And I was like,
Right.
Oh, and it has to do with your solar plexus. The Star of Bethlehem and the Lemurian star have to do with your solar plexus. So I was like, interesting.
So much we
that
don't
is.
know.
What?
Oh,
There's so much we
right?
don't know.
I know. I was like, wait, what? So I'm like writing down everything that I'm like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. So,
Yeah.
anyways.
Yeah. And learning and growing. But it comes in puzzle pieces, doesn't it? Like it just comes in.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yeah.
I hope I'm okay here, you guys. My internet is saying it's a bit unstable. It took forever to load into Zoom this morning, so I'm not sure what's going on. But anyways, yeah, it just comes in these puzzle pieces and you got to put it together and it's like, oh, and so then you put it together, you get one more like, oh, okay, I get it. And then another puzzle piece comes in. It's like fun. How are you doing, Delmain? Any thoughts or comments before we start?
Not really. I dreamt a ton last night, and while I was in the dream, everything seemed clear. And as soon as I woke up, it was gone. So, although I know I dreamt, right? So it was like, okay, what was that? And then I tried to think about it and it just didn't come. So it's like, okay, maybe it'll come to me after. But yeah, no, I feel better about having that after having that conversation yesterday. I'm just more determined. And I did sign up for Jen's group on Facebook. So it does sound like it will be
Okay.
good to dive in
Mhm.
there and see how I can clear away some of these blockages.
Yeah, yeah. The Healy is quite a interesting um device, and I have one too, and I use it. I gotta actually use it again today. I sometimes forget to use it, but it is really good for bringing in that, like balancing that energy, that frequency around you. So I used it a lot while I was sick too, and it really does make a difference in healing and yeah,
What is
bringing you
it?
back to.
What is it? I've never heard
It's
of
a
it.
little uh, it's a little actually I can get mine. It's it's a energetic frequency device. And so you wear it and you have these little straps that go around your wrists. Some of the versions you don't have to wear, but it's it I'm not very good at explaining this either, but it actually um reads your energy frequency and then every 10 seconds, and then it brings everything back into balance. So whatever is off kilter, it sends the frequency into your cells to bring it back into balance.
Okay,
And
that's cool.
it's quite, yeah, it's quite complex. I've heard many of the people that I follow, like that are really into energy. And oh my gosh, I think I need to meditate with you guys. I just can't seem to get my head together here. Um, that are really into energy and manifesting and using their consciousness have some sort of frequency device, and they highly recommend it. An
Hmm.
EMF, right?
Oh, okay. Well,
Energy,
okay. EMF, yeah.
magnetic frequency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
And
kind of what
so
those
that's what
discs
the
were that I
Healy
was
is.
selling. Those discs that I was
The
selling
discs.
last year, I was selling frequency discs, True Javon.
Oh,
And
I didn't know that.
yeah, and it was through Marianne Node and Anita Adairn. And so they did work. That's what helped my mom heal her leg. So they
Yeah.
were like a little
Yeah, they do
band-aid.
work.
Yeah. And they did work and I was selling them and I was doing really well with them, but they didn't work for everyone. And they also they stopped letting us be be reps for them in Canada because they were running into issues. So I can still get it, but I can't get it at my wholesale price anymore. So I get them, but not very often now for ourselves.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
That's interesting. The Healy device, as soon as you purchase one, you can be an affiliate for them. You don't get different price or anything. It's just every time somebody sells one using, or if you sell one using your link, you do get um credit in there or
Mhm.
money or yeah, they do. So I haven't sold any yet because I haven't really promoted it. I just um I'm still, trying to find the time to get to know it, to
Right.
understand it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it is cool. Micah, do you have one?
I don't have one, but I think it's so funny that they're popping up everywhere right now because probably 6 years ago, I had a lady in Bozeman that was like, "Oh, you need to check these out and you need to blah blah blah." And her husband do like they were doing crazy sound baths before they were even a thing, like huge
Ah,
groups of like hundreds of people in Bozeman, Montana. And she just was the person that was like, "Oh, you need this and this and this and this." And I was just like, "Okay, Kat, calm down."
slow down.
I think that we just need to like, it's okay. I'm good. So when you guys started talking about it last year, I was like, what? Like, it's been 6 years since I've even heard anybody mention
Yeah.
that. So it's funny that they're making a wave of coming in again.
Yeah, they
But I
are. And
never bought one. I just was like, I don't
yeah.
want to spend the money for it.
Yeah,
So.
it is a lot of money. And like I think mine was about $1,500 and that was on
Hmm.
sale. And they go on sale all the time. Like there's always a 50% off sale. I think there might even be one on right now. But but they do make a difference. And I think with I knew this year was going to be a big year for it. There's going to be a lot of different ones coming up, and because there's so much around frequency, like we have to have some way of protecting us from the frequencies that are out there. With all the technology and everything that's going on, this frequency really helps strengthen and balance your energy field back into the frequency that the way they explain it was like back to the purest form of when you were born, like coming back into that frequency that is your perfect balance. And that's what it knows how to do. And so it continues every 10 seconds, it reads your energy and it's like a feedback device, keeps going. So anyways, yeah, something to be aware of as the year goes on. So yeah, can we do just a minute here of centering? Because I really need it here.
I've
Not you.
not ever got one also because I'm like, if you use it regularly, do you get like, I feel like I would get dependent on it. Like I'd get lazy and be like, oh, I'll just let this fix my frequency instead of like trying to regulate it myself.
Well, I think,
I don't I don't
yeah,
know if that makes sense or not,
it
but
does. It does.
um
It does, but I haven't
it's
found.
like if the if everything came crashing down and I couldn't use my Healy, would I be able to function in regular life?
Think of it like it's helping you keep your cells in perfect, like if a cell is a perfect round little cell, all healthy and vibrant, it's helping you keep your cells that way, but you still have to do the mind flow, the connecting to your heart. That part all still needs to happen, but I haven't found that. So I'm probably more lazy with the Healy than I am in my own practice. So but I think I figured out a way. I think I fixed my speaker so I can actually hear the music that I play for you guys now. So I'm hoping that my sound is good still as we take a breath here. All right. Okay. Take a minute to settle in. Please tell me if my sound does not work very well or you can't hear me or if it's all good. Right. So taking in some nice long deep breaths. Letting go of everything else. Centering in, feeling yourself settling into this place of stillness within you. And when you're ready, come back to your normal breathing pattern, bringing your awareness into your heart space. Breathing into your heart. Noticing all the sensations in your body. Welcoming in all the sensations without trying to change anything. Just being here with me, all of us together here, circled up. Each of us standing in our heart. Feel that heart light begin to grow and expand, strengthen, and glow brighter and brighter. And let's send some of that beautiful heart light down your body, down your legs, down into the earth, deep down to the sacred sanctuary of Mother Earth. Really feel her welcoming you in her arms. Feel yourself pause there in her hug with your heart against her heart. Just feel that beautiful, slow rhythm of Mother Earth's heartbeat. And feel that warmth, security, groundedness anchoring you in. Strengthening that core of light that connects from your heart down to Mother Earth's heart. And feel that resonance come up into your body. Come up into your heart. Breathe it into your body. Breathe it into your spine. In your bones, all your muscles, fibers, organs, and tissues. Just let that beautiful Mother Earth energy come up and strengthen you. Feel it come up into your heart and up through your throat chakra, up into your mind, into your brain, all through your head. Relieving any tension, softening any fears that are there in your mind. And from your heart, feel that light go up into the universe now, opening up that channel of light more up to the heart of the universe. And feel that beautiful, infinite life force energy, pure, untouched, flowing down. Let that flow down into you, into your heart, into your body. Let it come through, cleansing and clearing through your channel of light that runs from the heart of the universe right down into the heart of Mother Earth. Feel that beautiful energy, that unconditional, pure energy flowing down. Just let it flow. Don't direct it. Don't try to change it. Just open to receive it. Know that this channel of light is here for you at all times. You just need to open and receive it. It is always there. You always have access to it. It's infinite amount of energy for you. Pure energy. This is the pure quantum energy that we work with, that we create with, and it is coming through all times. Feel this surrounding you, all around you. Feel it moving through every space, nook, cranny of your body. Breathing into your cells, this beautiful, radiant light, this energy just flows into every cell, shines into everything. Nothing can block this radiant light. So allow it to just flow through, allow it to dissolve fears, allow it to take you to your next level of understanding, of energy, vibration. Clearing away all the old stories, all the old patterns, and helping you rise up in consciousness to the new ways, the new earth. Take a breath here. And slowly becoming aware of your space and where we are, where you're sitting. Moving your body. When you're ready, come back and open your eyes. Okay, 1 second here. I need to. Okay. That feels better for me anyways. Hope it does for you. Oh, there is just a new awareness like this. Okay, so that energy that is coming through us, that pure light that we vision coming in, it is based on your energy match as how much of it comes through. There is no worthiness needed. So when we're pulling things in from the quantum, there's no meaning to it, right? We're pulling in that energy, that pure love energy has no judgment, no criticism, no meaning at all. It is just pure energy flowing in. And as it comes in, the meaning that transpires is that human part of us. We give it meaning. We are meaning-making machines. We just want to attach meaning to everything, right? So I'm going to read you something here because I've written it down, and it's just, I don't want to stray off of this message because it is powerful and I don't want to mess it up. So when we're pulling things from the quantum, we're pulling in things with no meaning at all. It is coming in as pure energetic vibration. The meaning is what transpires through the human experience. Before its human experience, while it's dwelling up there in the quantum, in that beautiful energy light, the heart of the universe, it's there's no meaning there. It's just pure energy, right? This is why when we believe the universe won't provide a certain thing because we aren't worthy, that doesn't apply. It doesn't mean anything, right? Because the quantum doesn't even understand worthiness. Worthiness is a meaning that we've given that meaning to as humans. However, we allow ourselves to entangle with quantum differently when we limit our access because we fear we aren't worthy. The quantum field doesn't understand worthiness. It's just those shapes that we did yesterday in the meditation, those shapes floating around. It's just pure energy that we bring in from above. And then we figure out what we're going to do with that. But the thing is that we decide how much of it we're worthy of, how much of it's allowed to come through. Right? And as that energy comes through, it hits the human part, right? And that's when, we create. We're the conductor of all this. It's like another meditation that I've done is like just seeing all the elements, like standing there and seeing all the elements, right? The earth, the fire, the water, the air, the metal, like all of it, the wood, and you being the conductor and you moving these elements around and shaping them in your life to create. Like you are the magician that is taking this energy in and creating in your life with Mother Earth, because the earth provides the elements, right? So it's all such a beautiful dance. And the problem is we decide we're worthy or not worthy. We limit. So I want you to think about something. How much is the amount that you would like to have, that you would like to make in a year? Because let's talk about this in the form of money, because, that's a fun topic. So like, what is the amount that comes to your mind? And I'm gonna get you guys to answer this so we can kind of talk this through. What is the amount that you reasonably could see yourself making in a year through your business or through your life, whatever it is? For me, reasonably, I go, okay, I can see myself making 100 grand, like through just me, not my husband, just me, right? Just my income. I could see 100 grand. Yep. What's the first number that comes to your mind? Let's go around. Delmaine, you first.
Yeah, I think that's the number that comes to my mind as well, 100,000. That would be a start.
Okay, we're gonna get to that next one. Micah.
I don't have a number that came to mind because I realized yesterday when we were talking about Dalmaine's topic that so several years ago I was like, I'm going to make this money to prove to myself that I can be on my own without my husband because he and I were not in a good space. So I realized yesterday that I have the belief, sorry, that
Okay.
I have the belief that if I make my own money and I can do it on my own, then we'll be in that same place again. So,
Mm.
thank you, Demeen, for sharing yours yesterday. I was, God damn it. Shit.
Sorry.
That's
I was
still
teary
there.
yesterday. It's your
Okay.
turn.
Okay, next time's Lane's turn. So, I do not have a number right now.
Thank you. Thank you for sharing that. Lane, where are you at?
I feel like, yeah, the $100,000 mark would be fantastic as well.
Yeah. Okay. Mike, I just want to say something before I forget, because this is a really great awareness for all of us. We truly have no idea who we are until we are actually making an immense amount of money that our decisions don't have to be based on lack anymore.
Mhm.
We have no idea what we would do if we had an infinite supply of money.
Yeah.
We don't. Like Lane, you're probably sitting there going, but I really like my job. Or maybe not. Maybe you'd say, yeah, I think I would do something different. But would it be, would you go back to school? Would you go travel? Because when it's placed right in front of you, okay, here you go. You get to you have no idea. If money didn't matter, if you could go into the most elite, beautiful restaurant and order a $300 meal without a blink of an eye, like, and have that experience, like, you just don't know what you would do or how you would behave or what decisions you would make. But wouldn't we want to find out who we are to the fullest extent? And then make choices from there, right? So I'll just leave that with you. So $100,000 a month is about 8,000, or sorry, 100,000 a year is about 8,000 a month. When I go to the monthly thing, the number that pops up for me is like, 12 to 15,000 would be ideal. Like that would be fun. That's 144,000. So that's not as big of a stretch. And 15,000 a month is 180,000 a year. Okay, reasonable. 300,000 is the next number that pops into my mind. Okay. So it's like, okay, when I get to that point, what's the next leap I could see myself making? And I'm like, okay, 300,000 just feels like a number that feels like $1 million feels like a dream. But 300,000 is still in that, yeah, maybe it could grow into that if I structured my business right. Like we need to have in place the programs, the offers, the whatever, sorry, in order to make that so that we grow into, but we got to feel into it first. And so if the universe is not calculating based on worthiness, we're the only ones blocking that. So
Yeah.
what's
And
blocking?
I think that like that makes me think, okay, $300,000, what does that look like for work? And I just in my head
Right.
is going, oh my God, she'll be working 24/7, right? It just makes it feel like that. I know it doesn't, because for a lot of people, they don't have to work that many hours to get that kind of money. So I think when I look at that for myself, I'm like, okay, what products can I produce to create that type of income without the amount of time that in my mind it thinks it takes, right? So, and so I'm always thinking, I need to jack up my prices because I need that value to go up, and it's going to. During my meditation, I was talking to myself about presenting to or doing an application to be at the Stampede Art and Sale, the Stampede, Calgary Stampede Sale and Art Show, right? And I'm thinking, yeah, I'm going to do that because, yeah, that's the next step up, is to get that kind of exposure for my type of art, which isn't that popular around here because nobody's really doing it on a professional level. They're doing it for fun. So I can see doing something like that because I have to get that kind of exposure in order to you and become a little bit, every time I'm doing stuff, I'm always going, how can I make that better? How can I make it so the person that does have the mansion wants a piece of my art in their home? And I think I just have to go bigger, right? So I don't know if that's how I should
Stretching.
be looking
I
at it,
think
but that's how I see it.
Well, and getting over that you have to work hard for your money part, because we grew up with that. That's been
Yeah,
ingrained into our minds, right? It's like,
yeah,
I am willing to work, but I'm not willing to burn out. I'm not willing to go that distance. So, but I don't have to. I can
right.
vision in and start to imagine a life where I'm working, you know, maybe 12 hours a week. Like that's totally feasible. And so you start looking at, well, how would that look, right? What kind of programs? Like I know that, you know, some of the coaches online are making huge amounts of money, but their coaching programs, their prices are high, just like you're saying, Delmain, they bumped up the prices. But and so that is part of it, but there has to be a value attached to that. And so when you get to the point where you're expanding your business and you're making $1 million, then perhaps there's going to be more people that are going, I want to come sit in your circle and find out how you did this, right?
Mhm.
So it's a little dance of like understanding that the universe does not place any meaning on anything, that we're the ones doing that, and then stretching and going, okay, how do I go beyond what I'm used to and allow myself to think bigger and wider and dream more? Because we stop ourselves from dreaming. Um,
Dalmain, have you thought
so
about
the human part, go.
connecting with designers?
I've tried with one in the local area in Sylvan Lake, and she canceled on me for our meeting, so so it didn't work. But that was close to 2 years ago. Um, and I do get a lot of people that are interested, but it just hasn't, I don't know, it hasn't hit the right person, or I'm not sure what it is that's not happening because I have tried to stretch out a bit. I started out going into tile stores actually, and I did have one in Calgary, but I think the lady was the wrong lady to be working with because she did nothing with it, right, for a whole year. And so I just pulled my tiles out. And then same here at the store locally. I had them there for over a year and nothing, never got one call on them. So I'm still searching for, I'm not stopping, but I'm searching for the right people to get it. And I think I need a little bit more exposure on the high end side. And that's why actually the Calgary Stampede would definitely be a different venue. Um, it is more of a show than a sale, although I may get sales from it, but it would be um a bigger audience with bigger people that have the money that definitely would see the design element in it. And so that's something that I'm looking to for the next step, because I do need that exposure. I'm in small town Alberta and they're just not, it's a little bit different in small town Alberta compared to the cities. And if I go to Calgary, I know that that'll be a little bit different.
Yeah, I just
Check
wondered
out
because my
tile.
my husband he does specialty stuff like set tees and booths and stuff for homes, but it's usually just if a designer reaches out to him. But when they are designers, it's like people from Sun Valley or Jackson Hole or somewhere like that. So I just wondered if you can find a niche somewhere there where like the person is
Yeah,
like, hey, I know
yeah.
this lady, she'll do whatever you want.
Well, and I'd love to get somehow involved, and maybe I just need to reach out with the Property Brothers or some of the home designers that are doing shows on TV, because I can see my designs in the kitchens as a specialty item for sure, like you say, and it just needs that exposure. And they're willing to be moving in a different direction or going a little bit more bold as far as taking the chance. So I can see something like that as well. Like I would and maybe that's something I need to do. Maybe I just need to reach out and give a presentation or give an application sort of thing and give them some ideas of what I can do and go from there. So yeah, I can see it happening. Like I can see it. Someone's going to say, yes, let's do this. And then it'll be good to go. And I'll get those larger commissions for what I can do. So yeah.
Yeah. Check out Tile One in Red Deer, their big designer showroom. And also consider getting some of your designs that you've done on fabric, because you could match fabric with the tiles, and yeah, the designers
Right.
would love that because it could,
Yeah.
yeah, do a lot with it. So yeah, that would be
Yeah.
fun.
So
So
it's in the works.
yeah. One of the things, like, we just have no idea. There's so many different ways of bringing income in. I'm working with an artist in a group right now, and she's out of Calgary, and she does a small art series. She does a lot of like a portrait series. Like she did a portrait series on grandmothers, and she did a portrait series on, powerful women. And so she'll have like 50 or 60 very small canvases, portrait series. One thing she told us the other day, which she gets a lot of recognition in newspapers and magazines and that, but she promotes herself into that. But she was sharing that she has been asked to have her series in an exhibit in Richmond, BC, and they pay to exhibit her art, which that's new for me. I didn't realize you could just get paid to exhibit your art. Plus, if anything sells, plus they're paying for her transportation fees to go there. Plus, they're putting her in a hotel, and they're paying her for a workshop to present. So I was like, wow, had no idea all that was there,
Mhm.
right? So there's so many different ways that we can expand our talents and gifts if we so choose. So, but just to go back to that, that quest for meaning is such a human experience, and being aware of where we're limiting ourselves. So the human is the human, the quantum is the quantum. The quantum doesn't work the same way as the human does, and we need to really understand that. Understanding that the experiences that we have, we decide what meaning they are. Are they positive or are they negative based on perception? Like, is it a 6 or is it a 9? Well, it depends on where you're standing, right? So it's all perception. It's a human that desires, and the human that says, why did the universe give this to me, or why didn't the universe give it to me? The universe doesn't care. It gave you what you asked for. You called it in. What are you entangling with, right? With your entanglement. How did I ask for this? Well, where is your focus, your intention, your belief? And when we look at how the quantum works and how the human works, there's a connection, but to master it, we have to understand that the quantum doesn't operate like the human mind. You don't attract difficult things because you're undeserving of beautiful things. That's our human explanation. The quest for meaning is in the human experience. We are meaning generating machines, right? The universe is impartial. There's no good, there's no bad, there's no right, there's no wrong. It's just pure energy. You call it in and the universe says, okay, here you go. It's that order desk of the Amazon of the universe. I'm standing at the desk. What do you want? What do you want? What are you calling in? What are you an energetic match for? Right? So if you, let's just say in the perfect ideal world, you want to not have to go out to a 9 to 5 job, or you desire to write a book, or you just want to, let's say you just want to be home with your kids, right? Like that can be. And you don't have to worry about the how. You need to focus on clearing the beliefs within you that are saying you can't have that, right? The universe just lets you have whatever you want. It's not even by desiring it or not desiring it, because desiring is a human meaning, right? It's just simply by entangling with it. So it's the entangling, it's the focus, it's the where you are spending most of your time is your energetic match, most of your focus, your time, intention, right? Okay. It's okay that we feel, and it's okay we desire meaning. That's okay. We just need to remember the universe has a different operating system. You're either in energetic alignment for the thing you're calling in, or you're not, right? You attract what you're a vibrational match to. And how you navigate your energy in receiving that which you want or not. So you unfold into different energy based on how you receive what you manifested. So based on, oh, what have I manifested so far? Okay, I guess that's what I'm deserving of so far, rather than up leveling and up leveling and up leveling. Keep stretching, keep going. It's like looking back. Where are you now compared to where you were when you were 20 years old?
Mhm.
Way more, right? Way more love, way more expansion. And remembering that the energy, love comes in different ways. It's not just money, it's relationships, it's the passion of what you want to create, right? It's expanding in family. It's comes to us in so many different ways. We get to decide how we want to channel it through, where we're going to channel it into. Sorry, just catching up in my notes here. Just remembering the universe reacts to the match you are now, right now, not tonight, not tomorrow, right? It's like right now. Where is your energy at right now? And you don't have to be in the perfect energetic match 100% of the time. Let's say that you actually could be in the perfect energy match like 25 or 30% of the time, and it still brings it in. So allowing yourself the grace to go, okay, well, today's not a good day, right? I'm not messing things up because it's not a good day. I just need to take care of myself. I'll get back on track, right? Because I think that's one thing we think is we have to stay in that alignment 100%. It's like, no, we're human beings. It's okay. We can still call it in. All right. Quantum is simple, but we get wrapped up in our fears and we get wrapped up in our desires. Go back to that meditation of keeping it simple. Just call the energy in, bring it through, right? And the other part of this is being able to hold the pain of when it doesn't arrive, or when it hasn't arrived yet and it feels like it's not arriving. Being able to hold that pain, because what we do in our life is we try to avoid pain at all costs. We try to create a pattern. It's like, oh, if I do this, 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 and this, I'm going to manifest what I want. And somebody else says, yeah, but when it works for me is when I do that, this, right? And so we try to create patterns, and it doesn't have to be that complicated. It's just breathe and be in as much energetic match as you can. Sweetie. So when we're trying to avoid pain, we're living a smaller life. Don't put a lid on the universe by playing small so that you avoid disappointment. Let it all in, knowing that if disappointment comes, which is one of our biggest fears, or pain, you can handle it. Which is kind of like Micah, all that firewalk stuff. It's like, yeah. I just need to know, what is my fear? What am I worrying about? And okay, I got this. I can live through that. I've already lived through most of the pain that I am worrying about, right? I've already been through bankruptcy. Like, what am I worried about? And I was fine. I was fine. Okay, I think I got through all my notes today. But this is just a powerful awareness to disengage and just be the energetic match. And oh, what I really want to say too is start living your life. Okay, so here's an example. I have several trips this year, and I caught myself going, okay, well, I'm not going to book that hotel yet because I just want to really make sure the money's in place. It's like, oh my gosh, no, go book the hotel. Book the hotel. I'm going. We're doing this, booking. And I used to live my life like that all the time. But then when something doesn't work out, right? Because life happens, we don't always get the match we want. I took it personal and went, oh my God, I'm a failure. I made this, and this happen. And okay, I'm going to pull back and I'm going to play more safe. And but more often than not, the money came, the stuff worked out. I just keep walking forward, keep planning. It drives my husband crazy. I'm like, pull up that crappy cement patio. Well, we don't have the money for the new patio. Just pull it up. Like, we're doing it. Right? And he's like, no, we need to wait. I'm like, no, we need to move forward. It's happening. Right? So, go ahead, you guys.
I have a trip in my head that I've done some preliminary work on too, to go to England, and I held back. And I think maybe I just got to go forward and make the dates. Get the
Yeah.
plane fare done.
Yeah. It's like, okay, universe, I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's go. And yeah, so I'm coming down to Oregon, the Oregon coast. It's like, I'm going to book the little Verbo that we want to stay at. Just book it. Just do it. We're doing this. Yeah. When you commit to your life, when you commit to your dreams, comes through. And then the universe comes in too with like, oh, well, here's an idea for a workshop that might give you some more money. Like, be willing to also step up and do, what do I need to do this? Right? Like, universe. And I am not overworking or overstretching myself, because that can easily slide in. Oh, I guess I need to do more workshops and burn myself out again. No.
Yeah.
Not doing that. It gets to be easy. Yeah. Okay. I'll leave that with you guys for today. What did I say we were painting this week or this month? Because I
The
know,
Phoenix.
but wasn't there another thing? Because we did the Phoenix too. Some of us did the Phoenix. No,
When did you do
some
it?
did. I did it in I did it as a summer solstice, I think, painting workshop, but it's
Oh.
okay. Like we still can do the Phoenix, but I thought I had another idea too.
Hmm.
I don't remember it now. No? Okay,
I,
we'll
I
do the
didn't hear anything else, just the Phoenix.
No,
So
okay. 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 That's good then. All right. So we meet next week to paint together. And then oh no, there's one more. There's two more to this module or to this section. Okay.
okay.
All right. You guys have a beautiful weekend. Thank you for being here.
Thank you
Yes,
guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.